So I'm going to be talking a little bit about customer education, which is pretty similar to the way that the majority of you are using the platform now, which would contemplate pushing out lesson plans as well as library content to your set of users. Customer education can be used for a few different ways of educating your customer through surgeon education as well as a physical therapist education or whatnot. Some examples of our current clients that use this would be Verisol. They have Macy University, which pushes out surgeon training as well as physical therapist training. They found so much success from the surgeon training that they use that they're now creating the physical therapist view. Relievant also pushes out a physician training. And then Mimic University is going to be pushing out for OBGYN. All right, my slide's not progressing. From the login screen, your user is able to choose the language that the overall platform is going to display. They'll come down through external sign up and click on their sign up button. Here, they'll have a login page display to where they're able to create all of the sections of their account, as well as any areas that the admin require the user to fill. This could be the role that they have in the platform, maybe the center that they're coming from, or the type of focus that they have related to the product. Once the user signs up, they'll get an email that has their password and security link for them to click and get into the platform. Then we'll have the password as well on this login screen so that the user doesn't have as many emails when they're logging in. Once the user creates their account, the admin will then be notified that there's a pending user account. This can be set to where the users would just automatically be approved. This step would be bypassed then. If not, the user or the admin will get an email in their inbox saying that they got a pending user approval. The admin will come into the platform and either approve or deny the user. Once the user has been approved, they'll automatically get access to the platform, meaning that security link that they'll click. And the admin is able to set up all of the trainings to push out to the user automatically if they would like. Through Assign All, the users will have every lesson plan assigned to them once their user account is created, as well as any library content immediately assigned to them. They'll be notified through email as well as on their dashboard. They'll get the lesson plan notification. This is to the point where Pam's presentation showed that you can customize your lesson or your emails templates that are getting sent out. Within the lesson plan itself, you're able to push out MP4s, PDFs, or SCORE modules. This is extremely important because we found that surgeons and most of the education portions for customers, they don't necessarily like to get tested. Instead, they like to more get knowledge of the product itself and how they can kind of push the product into their focus. So putting out MP4s, maybe those are recorded webinars that you had with a bunch of different surgeons, or PDFs of product guides, as well as anatomy tests or things that kind of relate your product to the actual focus that they're learning. After the user completes the lesson plan, they'll get a verification screen that pops up verifying that they were the user behind this computer taking the course. They'll also get a certificate of completion showing that they were certified in the training. This certificate can be shared with their area representatives so that they know that they're compliant. You're able to push out calendar events directly to the user's calendar. They can add these calendar events to their Google Calendar or whatever is easier for them to be able to view them. As an admin, you're able to schedule these reports directly to your inbox so that you kind of have a backseat role within this platform. The reports can be set directly to your area representatives at any time schedule within a month or a week. And you can also integrate any of the reports or functions into a CRM or HR database. Within this, you would be able to have your area representatives know the compliancy and completion of the users without them having to log into Learn-WiseGo to get that information. And that's it. Does anybody have any questions?
Laura, I just wanted to add there, you know, our system historically was used for sales rep, employee training, and we've really seen a movement now towards end user or customer education. Especially with COVID going on, it's really hard to get in front of, in the medical world, to get in front of doctors, to get in front of physical therapists, whoever it might be. And it's helped, as you saw those 3 case studies. We have another client, Nuvasive, who also uses it for educating their surgeons directly on the product. They used to do it just before they brought them in for training. Now it's pretty much taking over the entire training, because they're doing less and less in-house cadaver labs. So just some thoughts to put out to the team here as you're thinking about expanding potentially your platform to other user bases. Yeah, the features pointed out by Laura include, you know, self registration. So you don't actually have to set up these users; they can set up their own accounts. You can control what they see once they set those accounts up. You can have your scheduled report, so you can, you know, kind of put it in autopilot once you have it built out. So really effective for customer education.